Meditation for Dummies. Stephan Bodian. A useful guidebook filled with clear instructions and helpful hints. Meditation for Dummies, the second edition, by Stephan Bodian, forward by Dean Ornish, MD, author of Dr. Dean Ornish's program for reversing heart disease. Part 1. Getting acquainted. If you don't know a thing about meditation, you'll probably want to start here. You'll discover what meditation is, in brackets, and isn't, where it comes from, and how you can use meditation to reduce your stress, improve your health, and enhance your feelings of peace and well-being. This part also introduces you to the devious workings of your own mind, in brackets, in case you haven't already noticed, and explains how meditation helps to keep you calm and focused. Part 2. Getting started. Here's where you actually find out how to sit down and work with your mind, in brackets, and heart, just in case you are intimidated by the prospect of being quiet and turning inward. I provide easy-to-follow instructions that lead you through the process gently, step by step. I include a separate chapter on all the little details that most meditation books take for granted, such as how to keep your back, in brackets, more or less, straight without getting uptight, and what to do with your eyes and hands, and a chapter on stretching and preparing your body for sitting. You can even meditate lying down if you prefer. Part 3. Troubleshooting and fine-tuning. After you start meditating regularly, you find that questions and even problems arise from time to time. You may wonder how to put all of the pieces together in a way that uniquely suited to your needs. Or you may encounter distractions you don't know how to deal with, like recurring ecstasies or difficult emotions. In brackets, for example, how can I possibly get my mind to stop playing the same Beastie Boys tune over and over? This part covers the fine points and hot spots of practice. Part 4. Meditation in action. It's one thing to calm your mind and open your heart in the privacy of your room, but quite another to practice meditation throughout your day with your boss in brackets or your clients, your partner, your kids, and the person in the car in front of you. This part shows you how to extend the benefits of meditation to every area of your life, from sex to stress reduction to spirituality. If you are primarily interested in healing your body or mind, or performing more effectively at work or play, you'll find a chapter that shows you exactly what you need to know. And if you are fascinated by the wonders of spiritual unfolding, you'll find a chapter devoted to your interests as well. Part 5. The part of tense. I tend to gravitate to the end of a book first, which is why I love lists like this. In this part, you find answers to the most frequently asked questions about meditation, a distillation of the best all-purpose meditations, and compelling scientific evidence of the healing power of meditation. Part 6. Appendixes. If you are not sure what to do next when you finish this book, you want to find out more about particular technique or approach to meditation, or you just wanna contact other people to meditate with, check out the annotated list of meditation organizations, centers, and books in Appendix A. In Appendix B, you'll find instructions on how to use the CD, as well as a list of all the tracks. Icons used in this book. On the CD. Throughout this book, I use icons in the margins to draw your attention to particular kinds of information. Here's a key to what those icons mean. On the CD, for direct personal guidance in practicing the meditations marked by this icon, just put down your book, cue up the CD, and follow my lead. Meditation. When you see this icon, prepare to stop what you're doing. Take a few deep breaths and start meditating. It's your chance to savor the real thing. Remember, if I hadn't said it before, I should have. It's important information that bears repeating. Spiritual stuff. This wise guy shows you where to look for musings of a more philosophical nature. Tip: if you want your meditations to be easier and more effective, follow this tidbit of insider advice. Traditional wisdom. People have been meditating for thousands of years. Here's some of the cool stuff they've discovered in the form of an anecdote or story. Where to go from here? Now that you know the lay of the land, in brackets, see the section how this book is organized. Your next step is to decide where to go. Remember that you don't have to read the book sequentially from cover to cover. You can pick it up anywhere your interests lead you. I've written intentionally with just such an approach in mind. If you are drawn to a more theoretical discussion of the philosophical, historical, and scientific background of meditation, then by all means start with part 1, where I discuss meditation's history, its health benefits, and the ways in which your mind causes suffering and stress. But if you are eager to get to the nitty-gritty and can wait to sit down and start practicing, you may want to head directly for part 2, which provides everything you need to know to meditate effectively. After you've been practicing for a few weeks or months, you can return for a refresher course and fine-tune your meditation by reading in part 3 about the various difficulties and obstacles that may arise, as well as about strategies for developing and expanding your practice. And if you have particular areas of interest, such as spirituality, healing, or performance enhancement, then you'll find what you're looking for in part 4. feel free to browse and mend and read whatever strikes your fancy. Finally, I would love to hear from you. To get in touch with me, check out my website at www.stephanbodian.org or send an email to Stephan Bodian, hotmail.com. Part 1. Getting acquainted. The Fifth Wave by Rich Tennant. Here's a tip. If you hear yourself snoring, you are meditating too deeply. In this part, you find out everything you could possibly want to know about meditation to get you interested, motivated, and ultimately started. Did you realize that meditation has an illustrious multicultural history? That regular practice offers dozens of scientifically proven benefits, from reduced stress and lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels to greater empathy and enhanced creativity, or that the real cause of suffering and stress is not what happens to you, but how your mind responds. Well, read on. You also have an opportunity to explore for yourself what brings you to meditation and what you hope to get out of it. Chapter 1. What meditation is and isn't. In this chapter, climbing the mountain of meditation, finding picnic spots and leisure peaks along the way, checking out the major meditation techniques, knowing what you'll see when you get to the top, developing concentration, receptive awareness, contemplation, and cultivation. The great thing about meditation is that it's actually quite simple. Just sit down, be quiet, turn your attention inward, and focus your mind. That's all there is to it. Really, in brackets, see the sidebar meditation it's easier than you think, then why, you may be wondering, do people write so many books and articles about meditation, including detailed books like this one? Why not just offer a few brief instructions and forget about all of the verbiage. Say that you are planning to take a long trip by car to some picturesque location. You could just jot down the directions and follow them one by one. After a few days, you'd probably get where you want to go, but you'll enjoy the trip more if you have a travel guide to point out the sights along the way, and you may feel more secure if you carry a troubleshooting manual to tell you what to do when you have problems with your car. Perhaps you'd like to take some side trips to scenic spots, or even change your itinerary entirely and get there by a different route or a different vehicle. In the same way, you can consider the practice of meditation to be a journey of sorts, and the book you hold in your hands to be a travel guide. This chapter provides an overview of your trip, offers some alternative routes to your destination, explains the basic skills you need to know to get you there, and points to some detours that may advertise the same benefits, but that don't really deliver. On the CD meditation, it's easier than you think. Meditation is simply the practice of focusing your attention on a particular object, generally something simple like a word or phrase, a candle flame or geometrical figure, or the coming and going of your breath. In everyday life, your mind is constantly processing a barrage of sensations, visual impressions, emotions, and thoughts. When you meditate, you narrow your focus, limit the stimuli bombarding your nervous system and calm your mind in the process. To get a quick taste of meditation, follow these instructions. In brackets, for detailed audio instructions, listen to track 2 on the CD, or for more complete meditation instructions, see chapter 6. The first, find a quiet place and sit comfortably with your back relatively straight. If you tend to disappear into your favorite chair, find something a bit more supportive. The second, take a few deep breaths, close your eyes and relax your body as much as you can. If you don't know how to relax, you may want to check out chapter 6. The third, choose a word or phrase that has special personal or spiritual meaning for you. Here are some examples. There's only love. Don't worry, be happy. Trust in God. The fourth, begin to breathe through your nose, in brackets, if you can. And as you breathe, repeat the word or phrase quietly to yourself. You can whisper the word or phrase, subvocalize it, in brackets, that is, move your tongue as though saying it, but not aloud, or just repeat it in your mind. If you get distracted, come back to the repetition of the word or phrase. As an alternative, you can follow your breath as it comes and goes through your nostrils, returning to your breathing when you get distracted. The fifth, keep the meditation going for 5 minutes or more. Then slowly get up and go about your day. How did you feel? Did it seem weird to say the same thing or follow your breath over and over? Did you find it difficult to stay focused? Did you keep changing the phrase? If so, don't worry. With regular practice and the guidance of this book, you'll gradually get the knack. Of course, you could easily spend many fruitful and enjoyable years mastering the subtleties and complexities of meditation. But the good news is the basic practice is actually quite simple, and you don't have to be an expert to do it or to enjoy its extraordinary benefits. Okay, let's stop here. Embarking on the journey of meditation.